What if I told you that the Toyota RAV4, the SUV that's been sitting on the reliability throne for years, is no longer the most dependable ride you can buy? Yep, the king might have just been dethroned, because right now, there are 5 other SUVs that are quietly outlasting, outperforming, and outsmarting the legendary RAV4. While everyone's been busy praising Toyota's bulletproof reputation, these underdogs have been building stronger track records and leaving the RAV4 in the dust. Today, we're counting down the top 5 SUVs that are actually more reliable than the RAV4 real-world tested, tougher, and built to go the distance. And trust me, number 1 is going to shock even the most die-hard Toyota fans. Let's get started. 5. Lexus NX. Let's start with the most obvious rival one that shares RAV4's DNA, but evolved beyond it. The Lexus NX, built on the same TNGA platform and even sharing the same hybrid powertrains, the NX feels like what the RAV4 wishes it could be. Every part of this vehicle, from the way the doors close with that solid thunk, to the precision stitching on the seats, screams attention to detail. Here's what makes it outperform the RAV4 superior quality control. Lexus's manufacturing standards are brutally strict. Every NX that leaves the factory in Kyushu, Japan, is inspected by master technicians, not robots. Refined hybrid system. Lexus took Toyota's already reliable hybrid setup and tuned it for smoother transitions and longer component life. Dealer experience. Let's be honest, Lexus service is on another planet compared to Toyota's crowded service bays. Owners report fewer repairs over 100,000 miles, and even something as simple as cabin rattles practically non-existent. So if you want the RAV4's reliability, without the economy car, feel the Lexus NX is the upgrade that earns its badge. Number 4. Mazda CX-5. Number 4 is where things get interesting. Because Mazda has quietly built one of the most dependable crossovers in America, the Mazda CX-5. Now, this SUV doesn't have the hybrid complexity or flashy marketing. Instead, it wins through old-school reliability. Under the hood, you've got a 2.5-liter naturally aspirated engine, no turbo, no gimmicks, paired with a traditional 6-speed automatic transmission. That means fewer moving parts, less heat, and way fewer points of failure compared to the RAV4's CVT. But what truly separates the CX-5 is Mazda's obsession with craftsmanship. Their engineers talk about Jinba Itai, the harmony between car and driver, and you feel it in every drive. Why it beats the RAV4 in reliability. The transmission fluid lasts longer. The AWD system engages mechanically, not electronically delayed. The infotainment system is simple, not overloaded with software bugs, and because the CX-5 is built in Alabama with rigorous Japanese oversight, quality control is off the charts. One more underrated point: interior materials. Mazda uses soft-touch plastics and real stitching where Toyota cuts corners. Less cheap plastic, fewer creaks, and long-term wear. The CX-5 might not shout for attention, but it's one of those SUVs that 10 years later, you'll look back and say, damn, that thing just never broke. Number 3. Honda CR-V. Coming in at number 3, the Honda CR-V, a name that's been chasing the RAV4's shadow for over 20 years. But in 2025, the hunter finally caught its prey. Honda's latest CR-V hybrid didn't just match Toyota, it outsmarted it. Here's how. Honda's hybrid system uses dual electric motors that simplify the drivetrain. There's no traditional transmission, just direct drive. That means fewer belts, fewer gears, fewer headaches. Owners are seeing fewer issues with the hybrid system compared to Toyota's, and routine maintenance is simpler, no expensive software resets or complicated coolant loops. But it's not just the powertrain. The CR-V's cabin quality has taken a huge leap. Panel gaps are tighter, materials are more durable, and even the seats are engineered to reduce long-term fatigue. Add to that Honda's legendary resale value and lower maintenance costs, and you've got a crossover that's now more dependable and easier to live with than the RAV4. And here's the kicker: Honda's CVT, once criticized, has become bulletproof. They've refined the programming to minimize stress, and when paired with that 1.5-liter turbo engine, it delivers both efficiency and longevity. The 2025 CR-V is the kind of SUV that quietly racks up 250,000 miles, while your neighbor's RAV4 is in the shop for another hybrid inverter recall. So far, we've seen luxury precision, mechanical simplicity, and smart engineering, three SUVs that have proven the RAV4's era of dominance is fading. But the story doesn't end here. Because the top two SUVs, including one with legendary off-road DNA, don't just match Toyota's reliability, they obliterate it. Stay tuned, because next we'll reveal the SUVs that completely dethrone the RAV4 in 2025. Number 2. Subaru Outback. At number 2, we have a survivor, a name that's been through ups and downs, but in 2025, it's finally returned to glory. Meet the Subaru Outback, the rugged all-terrain wagon that now outperforms the Toyota RAV4 in almost every measurable way. Let's be honest, Subaru hasn't always been perfect. Their CVTs in the early 2010s were questionable. Oil consumption issues, head gasket nightmares, we all remember those days. But that era is over. The 2025 Outback has emerged from the ashes, rebuilt with one mission: to never die again. Under the hood sits Subaru's updated 2.5-liter boxer engine, redesigned for balance and durability. It's smoother, quieter, and thanks to improved piston coatings and better cooling, it lasts significantly longer. And then there's Subaru's crown jewel, the symmetrical all-wheel drive system. Unlike Toyota's part-time AWD setup, Subaru's is full-time, mechanical, and perfectly balanced. That means even wear on components, fewer differential issues, and much better traction under stress. Reliability wins include simplified CVT cooling system, eliminates past overheating problems, corrosion-resistant chassis, especially important in snowy states, easier access for DIY maintenance oil, filters, plugs all reachable without removing half the engine bay. Subaru also improved their service network and warranty. If you've owned a RAV4, you know Toyota dealerships are slammed 24/7. Subarus are smaller, more personal, and they actually listen. In the long run, the Outback's durability isn't just about the engine, it's the philosophy. This car was built for people who live in harsh climates, who don't baby their cars. So when a vehicle survives a decade of Vermont winters or Colorado mountain, passes and still runs like new, you start realizing the RAV4's reliability is no longer unique. The Outback has proven that true dependability isn't just about numbers, it's about trust. 1. Mazda CX-5, and here we are. The number one SUV that has outperformed the Toyota RAV4 in 2025 reliability, the Mazda CX-5. This one is special, not because it's flashy, not because it's fast, but because it represents something pure, the art of doing the simple things perfectly. Underneath, the CX-5 is a masterpiece of minimalism. No hybrid systems to complicate, no turbochargers to overheat. Just a tried-and-true 2.5-liter Skyactiv engine, paired with a 6-speed automatic transmission that's been refined for over a decade. Mazda engineers have one rule: don't fix what isn't broken, perfect it. So instead of chasing new tech, they doubled down on precision. Every gasket, every weld, every gear tooth improved year after year. That's why long-term reliability data shows CX-5 owners reporting half as many issues as RAV4 owners after 5 years. Here's what makes it unbeatable. Engine tolerances are so tight that oil consumption is practically zero. The transmission shifts cleanly even after 150,000 miles, no slipping, no delays. Electrical systems are simple and robust, fewer sensors, fewer failures. And here's something most people overlook. Mazda's paint, seals, and underbody protection are way above segment average. Less rust, less noise, fewer repairs. On the road, the CX-5 feels like a luxury car. Quiet, balanced, precise. Yet it's priced below a RAV4 Limited. And that's the irony. Toyota built its empire on value through reliability. But Mazda quietly surpassed it by mastering reliability through craftsmanship. It's the classic story of David versus Goliath, except this time, David doesn't just win the battle, he builds the better car. So, what have we learned today? The Toyota RAV4 is still good, no question. It's safe, it's efficient, and it's built on a strong legacy. But in 2025, 5 SUVs have proven something important. Reliability isn't about the badge anymore. It's about execution. The Lexus NX shows how quality and craftsmanship elevate. Longevity. The Mazda CX-5 reminds us that simplicity is strength. The Honda CR-V delivers innovation with fewer headaches. The Subaru Outback returns with unshakable durability, and the Mazda CX-5, it perfects the formula. These are the new Reliability Kings vehicles that will start every morning year after year, without asking for anything but fuel and oil. So if you're shopping for an SUV in 2025 and want something that truly lasts, it's time to look beyond the RAV4 badge and towards the brands that quietly outperformed it. If you found this video helpful, hit that like button. It tells YouTube you care about real car analysis, not dealership fluff.